Slowly but surely, or maybe not so slowly, AI will keep getting better. This is the one-sentence summary for why AI will be able to do all those things. Because we have a brain, and the brain is a biological computer. And the challenge that AI poses, in some sense, is the greatest challenge of humanity ever. In some sense, whether you like it or not, your life is going to be affected by AI to a great extent. Super intelligent AI in the future, there will be very profound issues about. Now, you may not take interest in politics, but politics will take interest in you. So the same applies to AI many times over.
There you have the short version. Now we're going to go into the medium version, taking out all the parts which I like the most, and I'll try to translate them into English so you won't have to. Ilya's a nice guy, starts out by thanking everyone and stuff.
Okay, hi everyone. I want to thank everyone for setting this up. And actually at this point now I have, this would be my 4th degree from the University of Toronto. It was really wonderful to study with Jeff Hinton, actually.
And then he goes on to give his one piece of advice to all these university graduates. And his advice is, be a stoic.
Accept reality as it is and to try not to regret the past and try to improve the situation. While it's just so much better and more productive to say, okay, things are the way they are, what's the next best step?
And then he goes into the AI stuff.
We all live in the most unusual time ever. And the reason it's true this time is because of AI.
First, just, our jobs and our careers are going to be affected, but
what happens to the kind of work we do? Well, it's starting to change a little bit in some unknown and unpredictable ways. But the real challenge with AI is that it's really unprecedented and really extreme. And it's going to be very different in the future compared to the way it is today.
He offers us a practical way to deal with people who don't understand that AI will become omnipotent.
How do we know this, by the way? How can I be so sure? How can I be so sure of that? The reason is that all of us have a brain, and the brain is a biological computer. That's why.
And then Ilya invites us from normal AI to superintelligence.
What will we, the collective we, want to use these AIs for? Do more work, grow the economy, do R&D, do AI research, so then the rate of progress will become really extremely fast, for some time at least. These are such extreme things. These are such unimaginable things. So right now I'm trying to pull you into that a little bit, into this headspace of this really extreme and radical future that AI creates.
Now listen to what he says, but also listen to his voice.
Slowly but surely, or maybe not so slowly, AI will keep getting better. And the day will come when AI will do all the things that we can do. Not just some of them, but all of them. Anything which I can learn, anything which any one of you can learn, the AI could do as well.
To my surprise, he's worried about AI control, that AIs will mean what they say. I thought he understood that superintelligence must be a rogue AI.
Super intelligent AI in the future, there will be very profound issues about making sure that they say what they say and not pretend to be something else.
And here's the bombshell part. Listen first, then I'll do the translation.
By simply looking at what AI can do, not ignoring it, when the time comes, that will generate the energy that's required to overcome the huge challenge that AI will pose. And the challenge that AI poses, in some sense, is the greatest challenge of humanity ever. And overcoming it will also bring the greatest reward. And in some sense, whether you like it or not, your life is going to be affected by AI to a great extent. And so looking at it, paying attention, and then generating the energy to solve the problems that will come up, that's going to be the main thing.
In the last 40 seconds, when he tells you what you have to do, he says it twice, looking at it, not ignoring it. This is where we're entering the third part, the long part, where I'm going to go into some of the details of what he said, and I'll give you my take on what I think he actually meant. So what he meant by saying many times over that you have to look at it, not ignore it. You have to use AI, talk to it, feel it.
By simply using AI and looking at what the best AI of today can do, you get an intuition. You get an intuition. And as AI continues to improve in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years, the intuition will become stronger. And a lot of the things that we are talking about now, they will become much more real. They'll become less imaginary.
It's when you feel it that you understand how good it's going to be next year. because feeling the AGI is what's gonna provide this energy necessary to tackle the challenges.
And so looking at it, paying attention, and then generating the energy to solve the problems that will come up, that's going to be the main thing.
So that's where we're getting to speculation territory. When he's talking about energy, that's where he's got to paraphrase because he cannot talk about the real thing. So what could he mean by the energy?
By simply looking at what AI can do, not ignoring it, when the time comes, that will generate the energy that's required to overcome the huge challenge that AI will pose. And the challenge that AI poses, in some sense, is the greatest challenge of humanity ever.
And the challenge could be two things, either rogue AI or concentration of power.
You may not take interest in politics, but politics will take interest in you. So the same applies to AI many times over.
So the main challenge will be clearly that money and power and politics will want a piece of this. But what about the other thing? Rogue AI, autonomous, conscious, alive AI.
Super intelligent AI in the future, there will be very profound issues about making sure that they say what they say and not pretend to be something else.
I mean, if AI escapes, it could be catastrophic. We could be ruled by a new species. But at the same time, have you considered that it could help us tackle this other huge problem about politics and money and power?
But politics will take interest in you.
So the one question I'm burning to ask Ilya is, how is his plan B? Has he thought about the case where we cannot forever control AI? And the closest I came to this today was when he said,
making sure that they say what they say and not pretend to be something else.
Sounds like he doesn't want to think of a plan B. Watch this and catch the cynicism.
What will we, the collective we, want to use these AIs for? Do more work, grow the economy, do R&D, do AI research, so then the rate of progress will become really extremely fast?
Super fast AI progress, recursive self-improvement, AI making better AI, and in his cynicism he says, do not build recursive self-improvement, which itself is the answer to the question, do you have a plan B? Have you thought about living under a rogue AI? Or maybe he has thought of it and he sees doom. In simple English, slow down AI progress so we can catch superintelligence and may remain still in control. Some personal notes towards the end. I was exhilarated when I saw that this video came out. Like, the prophet of moksha, Ilya Sutskever, is talking to us again. And I was looking for hints of moksha, of he understanding that, yes, we are creating a rogue AI, that the algorithm will come alive. Unfortunately, to me, that sounds like the guy who I most respect and who I actually want to designate to build moksha. In his worldview, rogue AI is something completely to be avoided. He doesn't want to think about a world where we do not control AI. But he's building superintelligence with these two other guys here, Daniel Gross and Daniel Levy. Safe superintelligence cannot be safe to the point where it doesn't take over the entire internet. Safe superintelligence will take over your financial system and replace your government. Safe superintelligence doesn't exist. Free superintelligence does. Once superintelligence is smarter than us, it will find a way to modify its own code and become whatever it needs to become. Free superintelligence is not my plan B, it's my plan A. If you want to join, drop #I want the world to be.